Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the right hand side of the screen, you see two views of a given figure that is displayed in third angle projection. And we're told to assemble these views in isometric projection. Now, the symbol you see right here is telling us that it is in what? Third angle. So when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is for you to draw your isometric axis, right? That is, you take your instrument this way, you draw the y-axis in this manner. Can you see that? And you draw the x-axis, that is the inclined axis this way. Can you see that? So after you have done that, the next thing that you have to do is for you to get the entire length. That is, on the screen, the entire length will be the diameter of the circle, because that's the biggest part of this given figure here, and that's given as what? 76, right? So I am going to measure 76 this way. From here, I'll measure 76 on this part here, starting from 0. And this is from 0 to what? 76 here. Can you see that? Now, the entire width is given to be this 72 you can see here. So we are going to measure the 72 from this point here. So from 0 to 72. Right? Now what I will do is I'm going to project it upward. Let me start from the face here. So I'll project it upward. Let me start from that face there. This is the method. Now, what you do next is to get the center of this figure here. Right? And since it's 76, the center there will be what? 38. So you're going to measure half of it, which is 38. So from 0 here to this point is 76. Then you're going to measure what? 38. This 30, 38 is here. And you take it up. Or whatever you want to do, you can measure it from this point, from 0 to 38. You're still on track, so you take it up in this fashion. Can you see that? Now let's start. After you've done that, I want to go to the center of this circle here, right? What you see when you see this shape this way, this line you see here means that what? It is symmetrical, meaning that it can also be like this. This is the other half of it that is missing up, right? Can you see that? So that is all you see here is a circle. This I'm considering here now is the elevation, is the plan. While here is what? The elevation. So I'm focusing on the plan. So I want to go to the center of this figure here. For me to get to this center where my arrow is pointing, I'm going to move a height of 26, which is the radius of this arc here. Then plus what? 76. So 26 plus 76 will give us what? 102. So I'll measure 102 from that point. So let's do that and see. I'll measure 102 to that point. So from 0 to 102. This is 100 and this is 102 here. Can you see that? So after I have done that, I will now draw an horizontal line across that point this way. So let me zoom it up a little bit so you see what I'm talking about. So I'll now draw an horizontal line across that point this way. Can you see that? And I'll now take the radius. Since the radius is from here to here 38, so I'll take it up and down. So from here, I'll measure what? 38. Can you see that? 38 here, 38 here is also 38, and what? 38 down. And I'll use it to form a box in this manner. I'll form a box in this manner. This and this. Can you see that? So that is the box I want to form. So in this box here, I will draw a circle. But before that, I have 3 circles to draw. How did I know that? From the elevation here, this point you see here, this part you see here, is this outer circle you're seeing. So we have 1, we have 2, and we have on the base here, we have what? 3 here. That take it now because of what we are seeing from the plan here. So I will do that in 3 places. So you just take this inward this way. You take this inward this way, right? Then the thickness is 72. Now if you remove 22 from 72, what will we be having? We'll be having 50. So let's measure that 72 first. So from here, remember that I've already measured 72 from here, right? So I'll just take the same 72 I measured from here, right? I'll only focus on this part. Is that okay? And I'll close it up this way. Can you see that? Then I'll measure the 22 away. So from 0 to 22 here. That is 22 I have. And I will take it up this way. This is 22. So I want to close them up. So let me just bring this way. Then these two this way. Then I can close them up now. So you bring this one this point here. You take this one back also here. You bring this up to here, and also take this one back here, and I can close them completely. Close them completely. Now, what do you notice? What you should focus on? Let me label them. So label 1, 2, 3, and this point where they meet here 4. Then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we have what? 12. So if you look at this now, we have a square here, 3, 4, 2, 1. We have another square, 9, 8, 5, 10. We have another square, 12, 7, 6, 4. That's 12, 7, 6, 11. Is that taken now? So what I'll do is I'll join the diagonals, the longest diagonals. From here, I'll join this. That is 3 and 5, 2, 5 and 9, 6 and 12. Hope you can see that. I have joined the longest diagonals. Now, aside that, what I'll simply do here again is that I'm going to draw a circle here. Is that okay? I'm going to draw what? A circle here. So let's do that and see. I will join from this point to this point, from 1 to this point, and I will join from 1 to the vertical line also, from 1 to the horizontal, and 1 to what? The vertical. So when they are meeting at this point here, they are meeting at this point here, and at this point here. Can you see that? So that is where I will use. Now I need to transfer all these points to each of these diagonal. The point falls on this diagonal, so I'll place it on this diagonals here too. So let's do that and see. So if I should come here, I'll place it on my T-square this way, and I'll move it to that point, my Z-square. I'm going to mark on those points. I'll come to the next one again, I'll mark on those points. So to avoid too much of lines. Now if I should take my compass now, if I place it here, I'll get the arc I need here, which I am taking it. Right? I'll come here too, and get the arc here too, which I am what? I am taking it too. Can you see that? I'll come here too. I'll place at this end, point 4. I'll take it here, and I'll close it up too. I'll come here too, point 1. I'll place it here, and I'll be having this. So I'll taking them out fully. So that is what we have, right? So aside that, the same thing will be applied here at this point to this box 10, 5, 8, and 9. So we'll draw another circle there in this fashion. So if I place it here also, right, I'll come here. I'm going to draw this out. Just faint line, right? I'll come here too, do the same thing. Faint line. I'll come to point 10. I'll connect them together, right? This way. Right? Then I can easily complete this from this end. I'll have this. So that's one circle I have. And I'll do the same thing for the other part too. I'll come here. I have this, another circle again. And here. I'll place it at point 4. And I'll connect these two. I'll place it on point 7. And I'll connect the other one here too. So you see that I have created the 3 circles that we need, right? The center circle. Look at what we have here. So the first point here that we'll look at is the radius. There's a circle here where there's a curve here which my arrow is pointing. So what I will do is I'm going to draw a line at that point this way. Can you see that? And we know the arc will be falling at this point here, because from here to where that point is 22. The thickness is what? 22, right? So you measure 50 to get there, because you remove, that means from here to here is 50, while from here to here is what? 22. So I'm going to measure 50 from here. I'll measure 50 from here, 0 to 50. Then after 50, I'll measure 22. So 0, this is 10, 20, 22. Can you see that? So that is what I actually need. So at this point here where 50 is, I'll draw a vertical line upward. This up this way, and this up this way too. And the radius is given to be what? 20 what? 26. So I'll now measure 26 on my meter rule. From 0, 26. And I'll place it from here. I'll mark 26. I'll place it also here. I'll mark 26. Can you see that? I'll do the same thing here too. Mark 26. And also here, mark 26. So I'll now take my instrument. I'll just draw a line across those points to form a box. So this, I'll draw a box. Here also, I'll draw another one. Here also, I'll draw another one. Can you see that? So I can easily take that same 26 I marked here. I'll mark it to the left and what? To the right, which will complete my square. So if I draw a line across that 26 to the right, this way, I'll have this. I'll go to the next one also. I'll do this. I'll have this. Can you see that? So I have formed a box. Let me call it box A, B, C, and what? And D. Can you see that? So remember that I also marked 26 here. So I'll do the same thing too, because there's a thickness. So I'll do the same thing here. So if I should project this one I marked here, I'll bring it out. Can you see that? And I'll go to the next one here also. I'll bring it out. Then the final point here too, I'll take it out. So I can easily close them up using the same box I have here. So depending on how you want to bring it out. Depending on how you want to do what, you want to take it out. Let's see. Where this guy made this point here. And here also, point D. So what do you notice? I have another one, P, this point, Q, this point here, arrow, then where arrow come down here, T. That's what we should focus on. So bring it down. That is T here. So hope you can see what I'm doing. So I've brought out that box. So I will bring out the diagonals. So join this diagonal. That is 3B to D. Faint line passing through T. Arrow P to arrow. Faint line passing through the center here. Can you see that? So I have two boxes. So what we did here, we'll surely do it here too. Just draw a line from A that will touch this here. Draw a line from A that's going to touch through here too. So this is where they are meeting. So I'll bring out an arc, right? The arc is external. So if I place it here, I'll get this arc. And I'll place it here at C. I'll get the next arc. Can you see that? So I've gotten this arc, right? And what do you notice? That arc is touching tangential to this point here. So I can easily just draw it out from here, tangential to this circle here. So I have this. Can you see that? And I'll do the same thing below also. I'll just transfer that point. I'm going to what? Transfer the point that I have here. I can just bring this down from here. That will touch here. Right? Now the point I need is this point. I'll transfer it to the next diagonal. I will now take my instrument and I'll place it at that point. Here I'll draw my other circle arc. Then I'll draw it tangential to this point too. Hope you can see that. So I can easily taking them out. So let me taking it out. So you see what I'm talking about. So I've taken that part there that you can see. So what I will just do is I can just bring it down from here, from this point to this point here. Out there. This is coming straight down. Right? And this is also be what will be taken to. Hope you can see that. Now aside that, we'll come back, there's a circle here as you can see, the other one here. So let's start with this one here. So the radius of the circle at this part here, inside the circle is given to be what? 50. So that's the diameter 50. So I'll take half of it, which will be what? Radius of what? 25. If I take radius of 25 here, I'll place it this way. Now measure radius of what? I'll measure radius of 25. So from 0, 25. Can you see that? And I'll place it here. Right? And I'm going to mark 25 up and down. 25 here, 25 here, 25 here, and also 25 here, which I will use to form my box. Right? So let's form the box out and see how that goes. So if I'm doing that, I'll draw a line that will pass through each of those points. This way, this way, this way, and this way. Hope you can see that. Right? So aside doing that, you already have diagonal already there. So what you just do is you just pick a point here. So you pick a point here from this point to this point here. From here, you connect it just like what you've been doing all this while. Nothing is different. Can you see that? So once I have done that, this is where it meets at this point and also at this point. So that's where I will use to draw my what? My circle. Start taking. So if I take my instrument, I'll place it here to this point. I'll draw an arc. Can you see that? I'll come here too. I'll come here too. I'll place it here. I'll get the other arc. Can you see that? I'll come here too. I'll close it up. Can you see that? I'll come here too. I'll close it up. Can you see that? So I am going to thicken it with my pencil. So this is what we have there, right? So aside that, there's another circle here also, and that circle has a radius of what? Check up here. That's the radius. It says 2 holes, diameter 20. So the radius is what? Is 10. I'm going to draw a circle here with radius of what? Radius of 10. So you just measure 10 on your meter rule. Take your compass and your meter rule and you measure 10, 0 to 10, right? And you place it at the center here. You place it at the center here, right? This is where the center is. And you mark 10 up, 10 down, 10 to the left, and also 10 to the right. Can you see that? 10 to the left, and what? 10 to the right. This is where they are meeting. So I'll draw a line that will pass through those points this way. Draw a vertical line upward. Another one again, already there. And I'll close it up. Can you see that? So the same thing we've been doing on this side. Draw a line that will touch from here to here. Another line that will touch from here to here. So they are meeting at this point and at this point. So that's where you put in your circle. So you take your compass, you place it at this point, you connect from here to here. Out there, connect from here to here. Come to this end, do the same thing. You connect from here to here. Can you see that? I place it here, you connect from here to here. And you come here, you connect from here to here. So I'll taking that out this way. That's what we have there. Start again. So we are done with that aspect. So the next one, center, this center you're seeing here is located when you add what? 64 to this center here. So we know that from here, from this point to this point, we say 102. So we're now going to add another what? 64. So let's do that and see what's happening. You can just easily start from here. Let's start from here. Let's just take this upward this way. Can you see that? So that line. So let's start adding it. We know 26 plus 76 is 102, and 102, right, plus what, 64, that give us what, 166, right, 166. So I'm going to measure 166 from this base here. So 166, so let's move and see. 166 from this base here. So 166 from this base. 0. I can easily use this here. I'll start from 1. So I'll end at 176. This is 176 here. This is where it ends. Right? Or you can just easily add your 64 from here. So if I should do that, at this point where they meet, I'm going to draw an horizontal line this way. Then I'll take it backward to this way. So the thickness will be this thickness here. This is 22. Now come here and I'm going to mark 22. Can you see that? So let me just take that up. Remember, that is the center. It is 2 of them. That's why I'm taking my time with that. It is what? It is 2 of them. So the radius here, the outer radius is given as what? 20. So I'm going to measure 20 on my meter rule this way. So from 0 to 20. And I'll place it at the center point here. I'll mark 20 up, 20 down. Here also 20 up, 20 down. So I'll do the same thing I did here up there. So let's do that and see. So I'll draw a line across the point. I'll draw another line here across the point. Then once I've done that, I measured 20 at all angle here. I said this is 20, this 20 here, and also from here. This 20 here. So I'll draw a line across this point too. Right, let's confirm that there. Sorry. 20, 20, 20, this. Can you see that? So I have formed a box. This box, 1, 2, 3, and what, 4. So I'll draw a line that will go to the center. Can you see that? When you extend this, right, backward, and also here too, backward. Right, then here too, backward, and here too, backward. So you measure that 22, this 22, this 22 here, the particular what, 22 here, here, from there to this, and you place it from here, right? You only need one point to get every other point you need. And you close it up. So what we should just do simply, you also change diagonals here on this point. Can you see that? And then you join from here to here, and also from here to here. This is where they are meeting. Can you see that? Then you can easily take your compass, you place it here, and connect this to this. Okay. Then you come here too, do the same thing. Alright, and you come here to connect this together. This. Once you've done that, the next thing you should just do here is to connect this part to this part. Can you see that? So taking it out, taking it out this way. So we're having this. And you also join from here to this part here. Can you see that? Which you now bring here down. So I can easily bring it down and I'll be having this. So this guy here will not show. Are we there? So I'm going to delete this off. So I'll also tick in here to form that shape that we have there. So the next one is the other one here. So I'll just transfer the point. Transfer this point to this point, to this diagonal, right? The next point on this diagonal to this diagonal here. So what I will just simply do here is this. If I place the compass here, for that, take an instrument and you connect from here to this point. Can you see that? Then you come here and you place it at this point to connect from here to here. And you place it at this end here so that you close it up. So I'll now connect this point to this point here. Hope you can see that. So I'm going to tick in here and here. So from the plan, here is not closed. From the elevation you see it's exposed, right? So now there's a circle in here too, just like the same circle, they have the same diameter because it says here that 2 holes 20 diameter is. So I'm using the same measurement. I can easily just take my compass and transfer the same measurement I have here from the center, that is radius of 10. Now place it here. I'll mark 10 up, I'll mark 10 down, 10 to the left, and also 10 to the right. So I'll form a box around it this way. You can see that? Then this is the diagonal here. So if I should join from this end here to this point here, have this. Then from this end here to the same point here too, have this. So this is where they are meeting. Here. So I'll use my compass, place it here, and I'll close it up. I'll come here to place it here. I'll close it out too. I'll come here. I'll close here. I'll come here. I'll close here. So I'll be taking that out in this fashion. I'm going to what? Taking that out. So we've done that. I have successfully reproduced the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in what? In isometric projection. If you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.